And good afternoon, live from Coronado High School here in Henderson, Nevada, just outside of fabulous Las Vegas. We welcome you to the Border League as some of the top players in the nation and some other unsungs looking to make an impression in front of dozens of college basketball head coaches. Hi again, everyone. Tony Cardasco. We are produced. The executive producer is John Albaugh. Our producer today is Josh Bennett. And we are live on League Ready. The Border League is brought to you by the United States Marine Corps. Today, we will have 6 games of action for you, a break from 3:15 to 4:20, but then we'll pick it up again for nighttime hoops here from Henderson, Nevada. In the first matchup of this afternoon, we have Big Red. It is a team out of Southern California. It is Mater Dei High School, essentially, and they will be taking on Bella Vista out of Arizona. So it should be a pretty good game here this afternoon. We have some of the top players in the nation coming up, and you don't want to miss any of the action here this afternoon. So getting set to jump center, we've got Blake Davidson of Mater Dei. And it looks like Mo Silla, he'll be jumping up against Silla, one of the top recruits in the nation. And the tap, it is taken up by Bella Vista. And some form of a 2-3 zone. Here's Silla up top. He gets man coverage. Silla off the handoff. And that jumper from range is good by Miles Sadler. Sadler, a 6-foot point guard from the class of 2026, and it's 3-0 for Bella Vista CIA, the Nike team. Here's Verna up top, and Blake Davidson. Davidson dribble baseline, tried to leave it off, taken away. It is stolen away by Miles Sadler, all the way down, up, no, and the rebound fought for underneath, and it comes down to Davidson of Big Red. Just underway here in Las Vegas. See across from us, we've got a coach's lounge. It's really something else here. And off the steal, that layup for 2 by Noah George. And it's 5-0, Bella Vista. Verna swings it over to Barnett, a good three-point specialist. And there he goes, bombs away, swish. Right on cue, 5-3. Big Red gets on the scoreboard. Big Red, coached by the legendary Gary McKnight. Gary McKnight heading into the regular season. That scoop shot is off. He is just 2 wins away from tying the legendary Morgan Wooten. Shot by Mo Silla. Or rather, Silla was there defending, I should say. And it goes out of bounds. And it will stay down on this end with Mater Dei. Fresh shot clock for Mater Dei. And we got a foul underneath. And that'll go against Austin Good. Austin Good, class of 2025, stands 6'6". Inbounds underneath. That was Davidson. Davidson backing down his man. Oh, nice diagonal pass. Verna now left wide open, and he drills a three-pointer. So 6-5 in favor of Big Red. A whistle away from the ball and a foul. Foul on Davidson. And that'll be his first personal, the first team foul. Well, they're looking for the lob for Silla. Instead, the three-pointer is drilled from distance. And that was Miles Sadler connecting again. So Sadler now with 5 points in the early going. And Bella Vista leading 8-6. Turnover. And this goes back to Bella Vista. So Big Red, or Mater Dei High School, the Monarchs, as they are known. This team got the nickname Big Red because head coach Gary McKnight used the word Big Red for decades. Underneath Scylla contested, Scylla going to the free throw line and a chance for two. And Big Red was the nickname for Gary McKnight's mom, for his mom, Bernice, who died back in 1995, and thus the travel team was named here. Scylla, a 4-star at the free throw line, and makes good on the first. Recruited by Washington, Oregon, and Arizona State. He is 6'10", and goes 240, officially listed. NBA caliber talent. I want to see one of those spectacular dunks. Verna, he has cut off. Here's Henry, crossover. Henry pull-up, high arcing jumper, good! That's for three. DeMarcus Henry connecting. Tied up at 9. So far, great execution on the part of both teams. Straightaway jumper on the way by Noah George, no. Rebound fought for. And Mater Dei has the basketball. Again, just underway. Verna triple, and that's good. Lights out shooting in the early going. And Big Red with a 12-9 advantage. This is unbelievable. Good shooting exhibition. Miles Sadler dribble penetration, says nope. He passes up the 3, takes it inside, attacks the basket for 2, and it's a 1-point game in favor of Big Red. They are the Big Red machine this afternoon in chucking threes, but that's an over and back. I didn't think that Verna was near that midcourt line, but we have wholesale substitutions. Alou Dion comes in. He's a big body. Top with the basketball. That was Noah George off the miss. We've got a pushing foul underneath, and that foul will go against, that is Tuacum. So Tucum, I should say, class of 2026, has one offer on the table. That's with Tarleton University. Played for the Compton Magic over the summer, and his stock can only grow here in Las Vegas. Davidson, jump hook off glass 2. Blake Davidson on the running jumper and the hook shot. Averaged 11 points and 7 boards per game a season ago, and we do have a player down on the court, and so that player will be attended to. Did not see his number, but Big Red is leading here, 14-11. So that apparently is Noah George. Noah George shaken up and is trying to shake off the cobwebs. Hopefully he's okay. Walks to the bench under his own power. So that is good news. A galaxy of college basketball head coaches and some superstar talent on the court this afternoon. A galaxy, I said, yeah. And they have that bougie lounge with the couches. And I said, all that we're missing is the bottle service and the sparklers. And this would absolutely be Vegas. But at night, that lounge, no telling, right? Three-quarter court pressure being applied by Mater Dei. Lob underneath, and we were almost going to see a Scylla dunk, but that was interrupted. So, well, that is Alou Diom, rather. Diom going to the line at 6'10" also. Same sort of stature. First free throw's good. 14-12. Class of 2026. Alou Diom has a big offer on the table from Mississippi State currently. And that second free throw is good. 1-point game. Verna being pressured out of the backcourt. Pressured by Rockham Green. They break that pressure. Verna's cutting through. Barnett outside. Lob pass underneath. Davidson. And he goes unguarded, lays it up with the left hand for two. So Blake Davidson with another bucket. And it's 16-13 in favor of Big Red. Oh, nice baseline pass, and then they kick it around. That three-pointer is way off the mark for Lucas Tuakum. Verna back the other way. Verna circling, pull-up jumper, whistle, late foul whistle. And Verna will go to the free throw line. The foul on Miles Sadler of Bella Vista, Arizona. It's CIA Bella Vista, this team. Twan Owens oversees the program there. So Owen Verna, a three-point shooter who averaged this past season 14 points per game. He is 6'4". He is a senior. Castano checking in. Second free throw good. 5-point lead, largest advantage of the afternoon. 2-3 zone pressure, and looking to be the zone buster. That shot from distance outside by Sadler. Follow up, no, whistle underneath and a foul. As fighting to go up with that rebound was Lucas Tuakum. And so Tuakum going back to the line at 6'7". Free throw no good. Gaspar checking in for Big Red. Lucas Gaspar, 6'6" guard, sophomore. So Gaspar checks in. And the second free throw is good. And it's cut down to the 4-point lead. Nearly a steal off the inbound. Rakeem Green knocked the ball out of bounds. And so now again, full court pressure. Let's see how this works out. That three-quarter court pressure, they broke pretty easily earlier, did Big Red. Here's Green, and he'll be pressuring the basketball. Verna. Davidson, high post. Davidson looks for an outlet, finds Barnett underneath, goes up with a shot, whistle, foul, and we've got two more free throws coming up. Miles Sadler with the personal, and Barnett goes to the free throw line. Luke Barnett, an all-county first-teamer. He really does operate well in all the video that I've seen on those baseline drives. He really does know how to create space, and then also he can hit the three. Luke Barnett, 113 triples, and he averaged 15 points per game a season ago. They get the ball around the horn, and that three-point jumper no good by Angelito Nieto. The other way, here's Henry. Blow by, gets by his man, rattles home. DeMarcus Henry, the sophomore, at 6'6", and that lead is extended to 9. Oh, good defensive pressure now. Jump stop in the lane. That shot rolls out, rolls back in by Green. Rakeem Green cuts the lead down to 7. Give and go. Barnett almost with the double dribble. And then here's the cutter. That's Davidson. And Barnett, fadeaway jumper from the corner. And he misses that one short. Trying to drive in the lane. That was a good way to hustle back down the court as Miles Sadler was on the drive, attacking the basket for Bella Vista out of Arizona. 23-17. First of 6 games that you will be watching here, hopefully with us, on League Ready today, presented by the United States Marine Corps. And also, we remind you that the stats are provided today by Shot Tracker. So Sadler, first free throw good. Castano gets back onto the court. Orlando Castano, an 11th grader at 6'1". And Miles Sadler back at the line. And that one misses long. Fight for the rebound, and it is pulled down by Lucas Gaspar. So Gaspar, Castano out of the backcourt. Oh, nice turnaround jumper by Barnett. Won't go down. Rebound fought for. And coming out of the pack again, here's Miles Sadler. Euro step in the lane. Goes up. Offensive foul. The bucket is waved off, and good positioning there by Orlando Castano of Big Red. Gary McKnight has the court named after him, of course, at Mater Dei after all these years. One national championship, whistle away from the ball, and 11 state titles. It's a double foul. Double foul, and so the possession arrow pointing in the direction of Big Red. High screen up top. Blake Davidson, and then Castano for three. It's good. Ring that up. Orlando Castano. And the lead back to 9. Good guarding, triple team on the baseline. We're going to get a held ball situation. So Big Red has the ball. Berg coming in for Big Red. Enderberg, 6'10", and a forward. Inbound is knocked away. Stays the same way. 8:49 to go in the first half of play. Davidson checks out. Had a really good spell on the court. Some good energy. Castano out of the backcourt. Castano behind the back with the dribble. Breaks the pressure there. And we get a travel. So that pressure might be a little bit too much there as Rakeem Green did a good job there. And every time we see pressure being applied by Bella Vista, some good things happen. But here's a turnover back the other way. Another travel. So things do tend to get a little sloppy here in these games. But good time for coaches to take their travel teams on the road and get them acclimated and get them to play some really good competition. And a carry. Okay, all that we're missing is a 3-second violation. That's it. Can we get one of those? When was the last time you saw a carry in the NBA? Never. Sizing up a 3, and that bucket is good for Green for 3. So the triple lands, and it's down to a 6-point lead at 26-20. Castano. Yeah, that pressure was hounding him. There's a push-off. That'll go against Bella Vista's Noah George. So Noah George. One offer for him right now currently, class of 2026. He'll get more offers, obviously. Very athletic at 6'4". But Bowling Green, I think, is his top offer currently. Verna getting set to check back in. And the first free throw was up and good by Lucas Gaspar. Gaspar will get another one coming up. First of 6 games here in the Border League. And the second one rattles in. An 8-point advantage for the Big Red. They find an opening in the paint, almost a travel out there and almost a turnover. And then that 3-point shot won't go down. There's some jostling going on away from the basketball. Shot underneath Wild by Gian Pitt. And back the other way. Here's Henry all the way. Lays it up with the left hand. Won't go down. And the turnaround by Enderberg. Whistle. And we've got a foul. And I think that'll be a frustration foul on Berg. Yeah, I thought he was going to have that easy chippy, and it did not go down, and then he gets a little bit frustrated. Ball coming in to Green. Green and George. Here's George. Jump pass deep in the corner. And then the dribble penetration off the iron by Austin Good. And here they come the other way. Verna. He's cut off. Good defense there. 8-point lead for Big Red. Almost moving that pivot foot. Castano. Spin move underneath. Euro step. Wiped away. That is not a goaltending. I don't think so. Mo Silla with that block. He blocked that shot almost with his elbow. The shot was going to be way short. I don't even think that would have touched the rim there. So 9 on the shot clock, 9 seconds. And here's the steal out of the backcourt. Here's Green, and underneath the layup attempt was no good by George. And back the other way, Henry looking for an outlet, has his pass swatted away, end-to-end action. And they're going to have a pull-up, and that shot no good by Green, Kim Green. And out of bounds, last touch by Bella Vista CIA. Evan Willis will come into the game. A freshman at 6'7", so he will get some burn here this afternoon. Castano. To break the timeline. Gaspar. Oh, nice save, but it goes right back to Gaspar. And then deep in the corner, Castano. That's going to be off. 2 men fall to the ground, and it's getting physical out there right into our table. Andrew Nickel was out there. All right, our scores table here needs to be replaced there. Rakeem Green. He got it in bounds. That's Noah George up top. George. And Green. Green, oh, nice hesitation move on the baseline. Left it off in the bucket for 2. That is a pretty play as Jayon Pitt finishes off that play, but that all happened because Green had really good penetration there. Green near steal. Verna gets it back. They have a switch. Mo Silla up top. Verna now shot over Mo Silla. Swish! He finds the bottom. How did he get that shot to land? 6'10", Mo Silla defending. 31-22 your score. 5.5 to go here in the first half. Coronado High School in Las Vegas, the Border League. Silla off the double team, lost the handle. Castano has it. And a timeout for Big Red. And we will take a short timeout as well. 31-22, Big Red leading Bella Vista CIA, the Nike team. Welcome back. Tony Cardasco courtside here in Henderson, Nevada, Coronado High School for the Border League, presented by the United States Marine Corps. Also, the stats are provided today by Shot Tracker. So Big Red with the basketball and the lead. A little over 5 minutes to go here in the first half of play. Good tempo, good pacing, and that was not a whistle as Silla came down with the basketball. Silla tries to keep the miss alive, runs into the coaches there, sitting couch side. You've heard of courtside, we have couch side. Owen Verna got wiped out. Near travel by Smith. There's Verna around the horn Davidson had it, and then the three-pointer is good from deep in the corner by Castano. So Orlando Castana, the junior, 6'1", getting some really good minutes here this afternoon. And the league, the largest advantage of the afternoon for Big Red at 12. But they really do a good job of guarding the post, but Scylla gets fouled by Blake Davidson on his shot attempt. And so Mo Scylla going to the line. Third personal on Blake Davidson. And so Scylla is at the line. Henry comes back in, DeMarcus Henry. 6'6" sophomore. Swing man. Free throw off the iron, no. Tapped up, won't go down. Henry pulls the board and a travel. Well, they had the double team going down on him. They clamped it, and he just pretty much ran out of space there on the baseline. So good defense. Turnover going the way of Bella Vista CIA. They come up top for Scylla. Travel. Yeah, I didn't see that either. That's okay. He wanted to do so much with that basketball, though, and he's so athletic. And he'll be moving up to the next level. You'll be hearing a lot from Mo Scylla, S-Y-L-L-A. Checking the scoreboard. Okay, the ref just stopped the clock there. I don't know what the conversation is, but let's see what's happening here. Something's not connected somewhere, huh? Is that for the shot clock? Okay, so the teams are going to huddle up. We will take a short break, and we'll be back with more as soon as they figure things out here from courtside at Coronado High School. Okay, right in front of us, something got disconnected with the scoreboard. As I said yesterday, it's a beaut, but you know what? I like the old-fashioned ones that work all the time. So something was disconnected. Short timeout. Big Red head coach Gary McKnight said, okay, let's just call it. We win. We're up by 11. It sounds like some Ocean's 11 stuff here in our city. Here's Neto. Neto. Shot clock down to 15. Cross court deep in the corner. And that jumper was long. That shot was taken by Austin Good. And Castano has it. Leaning in. That jumper's wild. That's a brick. And back the other way. Here comes Bella Vista. Alley-oop dunk. Mo Silla. Silla playing above the cylinder. We'll just call it the cylinder. Foul will go against George. Noah George, number 23. Owen Verna to inbound the basketball. Miles Sadler will come back on here as he's going to try to pressure the ball. Verna, a lot of traffic there near him. They set a couple of screens for him, and now he's wide open for three. Oh, that's money. That is money for Verna. Owen Verna. Yep, we told you earlier, that's his expertise. He's a three-point shooter, and the lead now, and the lean going to Big Red. 37-25, 12-point lead. And a turnover. Gaspar checking back in for Big Red, and he's going to be replacing Malloy Smith. Castano out of the backcourt. Castano's cut off, double team, and that pass almost intercepted, knocked away, and it is picked up by Bella Vista, and Lucas Trucum went after the ball, and he is fouled on the play, so the ball will stay with Bella Vista CIA, the Nike team. Under 3 to go, first half. Way outside deep, and that is a three-pointer, nothing but net for Sadler. So Sadler is a spark. The lead cut down to 9. So final 2+ minutes, they're going to try to make a little bit of a move here, will Bella Vista. The foul goes against Aludum. Castano looks for an inbound, throws it away. Well, he had him the first time, and then he did a little ball fake, and then Verna didn't go and pop out to where he wanted him to be. So the turnover heads back to Bella Vista. Noah George. George with a set. They had a double screen for a wingman, and he drives inside. Noah George gets knocked down. Here's Verna. Verna pull-up three-pointer. That's going to be off the mark. And the rebound underneath back the other way. Aludum. Noah George up top. Here's Sadler for three. Pops out. Won't go down. Oh, nice strong rebound. And that won't land. Follow-up underneath. And a lot of bodies hitting the floor right now. It's Noah George off the miss. And that foul goes against CIA and Neto. Aguinaldo Neto, 6'2" wingman. Everyone needs a good wingman in Vegas, right? Under 2 to go. 37-28, Big Red. Castano. Oh, this guy is really shifty. And that jumper was good by Verna. He just is so fundamentally sound. The ball fake and then pull up. Back to an 11-point advantage. Up top, here's Sadler. Sadler with the cross. Has the pick. Had the roll. Instead, he gives it up on his wing over on the right side. Good. Good in traffic. Goes up underneath. Lays it up with the left hand for two. Austin Good. 9-point lead with 1:17 to go in the first half. Henry with the cross. Cannot shake his man. Oh, good defense. That's good D. Outside, Castano for three. Fills it up. Back to a 12-point lead for Big Red, 42-30. Under a minute remains here in the first half. Coronado High School in Las Vegas. They found a little seam in the middle. That shot was blocked underneath there as Chukum went up. And now a steal. Back the other way. Sadler drive in the paint. Layup and one. So they count the basket, and Miles Sadler, the star, I think, of the first half for Bella Vista CIA. Try to get it inside of 10 here at the end of this first half. And the make, and it's down to 9. So what you need right now if you're Bella Vista CIA is a stop. Gaspar went deep in the corner. Evan Wills is in the game. That shot from deep by Castano, no good. Taken out of there. Here's Sadler. Dribble penetration, and we're going to get an offensive foul. Austin Good, things didn't go so good for Good. Runs straight into Evan Willis and his jaw and knocks him down. Willis will check out. Luke Barnett comes back into the contest for the final 27 seconds for Big Red. Gaspar, Castano, two-man game. They break the timeline. Gaspar takes it inside. They swing it around. Castano, 15 seconds left. There's Castano. 7, 6, 5. Verna lost the handle. Scramble on the court. And it is picked up by Bella Vista, and Silla at the buzzer. Or rather Green at the buzzer. They count the bucket, and the score at the end of the first half is Big Red 42, Bella Vista CIA, the Nike team 35. We'll take a break. We'll be back with the second half in just a short while. Welcome back to Coronado High School here, Henderson, Nevada. I am Tony Cardasco. This is the Border League presented by the United States Marine Corps. And a reminder that coming up, we will have a little break here in the middle of this afternoon, but then return here on League Ready at 4:30 for that St. John Bosco team, the Tribe, against Wasatch Academy. So that comes up, and the tip-off time at 4:30. Later on, the Explorers from Florida against Iowa United. A lot of superstars on the court there. Redemption Christian versus Air Nado. That's the Coronado team here on its home court. Florida Rebels against AJ Dibansta, the #1 player in the nation. And there's a layup on the breakaway. And then late night Millennium, Arizona against DME Academy out of Florida. So the lead extended to 9. Outside, here's Sadler, 3. This time won't go. And 2 players from Bella Vista lost the handle as they were fighting for the ball. Here comes Verna, cradles the ball, tries to duck under, triple team. And now the ball is tied up, actually taken away there by Sadler. He's scrappy. So possession arrow going the same direction. We have a whistle away from the ball, and that's going to be a foul on Sadler. 4th personal on Sadler. Oh my goodness. That's a tough break. Here's Verna circling at the head of the circle. And the steal. Here comes Silla. Here comes Silla. Lay it up. No, but he's fouled. He's tripped up. And he will go to the free throw line. I just wanted to make sure that he was okay. He wanted to dunk, but he wasn't quite there yet. But we did have liftoff from Mo Silla. 6'10". Will he go to Washington? Will he be at Oregon next year? Will he be at Arizona State? Those are, I think, the top 3. First free throw, no good. A 4-star player. We are just seeing some amazing athletes. And the good thing is that a lot of these players now are digging in defensively too. So to make it on the next level, to make it from high school to college, and then eventually if you want to be in the NBA, you're going to have to play well defensively. Here's Smith. Smith with the drive. He pushed off, I thought, on his man. Yeah, that elbow. A little clear out on Silla. Yep, they got the forearm shiver. 44-36. Here's Sadler up top. Miles Sadler. They slow it down, try to get into their half-court set against a 2-3 zone. And now the dribble drive, the penetration underneath. Layup for 2 by Austin Good. So Austin Good just took advantage of that baseline, fought off the double team, and used the reverse. Henry's shot is an air ball. Silla in the backcourt almost traveled. They wanted the call. Noah George deep in the corner. Here's Sadler for 3. No. Smith with the rebound. Malloy Smith. Smith now trying to slow it down a little bit. They have the high post, and then Verna uses his screen, looks for the roll, can't find it. Malloy Smith dribble penetration baseline, deflected out of bounds with 12 seconds on the shot clock, and that ball will stay with the Big Red. Green returns. Nito returns. Barnett for 3 on the way, and that is good. He drains it, 47-38. Burnett, again, 113 triples last season for Mater Dei High School. Alley-oop dunk, and that's Mo Silla. Holy smokes. Set play, just a dart of a pass, and the finish by Silla. Here's Henry, pull up baseline, 12-footer, no. Verna might have gotten hacked. Instead, he steps back, throws up a three, and draws the foul. That was heady because Noah George was a little bit off balance there. So 3 shots upcoming. My goodness, Mo Sill on the oop. Owen Verna at the line. He'll shoot 3. Just very smart basketball IQ on the part of Verna. Very impressed. That one rings out. This has made some really heady and smart moves in this game. Lead up to 8. One more free throw coming. Silla wants to get it inbounds and run. Here's Verna's 3rd free throw. 1 for 3. 33% from the line. Noah George. George again facing that 2-3 zone. They extended outside with Smith. Now here's Silla. He'll go up off glass. It's long. He threw it up a little bit too hard. And a push-off on the rebound. The foul on Noah George. The foul will go against Bella Vista CIA's George. 13 foul. Long way to go in this game. Big Red has not relinquished the lead. Davidson, lob pass down low. Bennett, can he save it? And it is saved in bounds. Saved in bounds. And here's the drive. Sadler, he goes up underneath. That follow-up by Silla won't go down. Sadler fights for the ball. I think he drew the foul. Yeah. I think Blake Davidson just got a little bit too aggressive, perhaps. Davidson, the senior, at 6'9", wearing number 4. You see him. Castano back in. Well, he really got things moving, too. Good assist guy, and he found his range there in this first half, I should say. And that pull-up from short range is no good. I think that was Nato. It was Nato, of course. And then there's 3 bodies on the floor for Bella Vista. 3 players went down like bowling pins. And the ball goes back to Mater Dei. Alou Diom returns for Bella Vista. Token pressure out of the backcourt by Noel George. Davidson, handoff Barnett. 3-pointer, good! Right here in front of the scorers table from NBA range. And the lead balloons to 11, 51-40. Outside, here's Sadler. Does he have an answer? Yes! Sadler connecting from deep. And they sagged off, and someone missed an assignment perhaps up top, and I think that was Malloy Smith. Smith now, the cutter, Davidson in the lane, pull up short range, no. Look at the run. Diom, and underneath, that shot was no good. Tip, no good underneath. And a fight for the basketball, and again a pile of players, and Diom, I think, was fouled underneath. This foul will go against Luke Barnett. Against Barnett of Big Red. Big Red lost to Jay Serra this past season for the first time in 20 years. And I'm sure that they're going to make every correction imaginable not to lose for another 20, knowing how competitive Gary McKnight is for this team. Deep in the corner, that long-range triple was no good on that shot taken by Nato. And now Diom. Nato with the rebound, whistle, offensive foul. Outside of the restricted zone, his man goes barreling down, so the offensive foul and the charge against Bella Vista, 51-43, your count. They're going to try to put pressure now on the inbound pass as Alou Diom will try to pressure it. There was a steal, but a whistle and a foul. Oh no, it went out of bounds. Tapped out of bounds there by Rakeem Green. And now Castano He has it. There's a 2-on-1. Verna tries to pass it underneath, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Diom. Nice diagonal pass. That was Green in the corner. Spin move underneath, and off balance. Shot went nowhere as Diom tried to go up with the shot. Deep in the corner. Quick release. Three is good. Luke Barnett. I mean, he barely touched that ball, and he drills it through for a three-pointer, and it's back to an 11-point lead. Good penetration underneath, and the finish for Diom. Alou Diom, class of 2026 at 6'10". This game has opened up. Barnett for three once again. That's going to be off the mark. That shot perhaps was misdirected there by Green, and underneath, a rejection underneath by Blake Davidson. And I think he hit it off of Noah George. He did. Dion Pitt returns for the Bella Vista team. Davidson on the inbound. Castano is being shadowed. Davidson. Here's Verna with his pull-up from about 14 feet. One and done. Rebound comes out to George. Oh, nice cross, but you forgot something, son. The basketball, Nato. And the other way, the finish underneath for Luke Barnett. I just like the fundamentals so much of Big Red. Oh, nice scoop shot underneath for Noah George, and he gets the finish. And it's back to a 9-point game. Foul in the backcourt. Jayon Pitt will be charged with the personal. That's his first. And of course, with these travel teams, you do want to correct a lot of what you're going to prepare for your regular seasons. Of course, Mater Dei will be playing the Monarchs will be playing a very tough schedule, as always, in Southern California. Castano is at the line. Back to a 10-point lead. Orlando Castano. Jim got awfully quiet here. Here's Castano second. And that is good. They got to try to get Miles Sadler back into the offense. They kick it out outside. Step back three on the way. No. They were thinking the same thoughts as us here. And the rebound comes down to Big Red. Davidson has the ball knocked away from behind by Sadler. I think that's a 20th foul on Sadler this afternoon. Fifth personal. Sadler thought he got all ball. So Davidson goes to the free throw line. Blake Davidson, the 6'9" senior. Free throw good. Lucas Chukum comes back in for Bella Vista. And Davidson's second free throw upcoming. No good. Over the backboard. They keep it in play. No harm, no foul. There was a foul, but okay, 12-point lead. And that equals the largest advantage of the afternoon as Green drives on the baseline. He puts it up with the left hand for two. And it's back to a 10-point game. Castano had some trouble there trying to locate the basketball, it appeared. Davidson off the weave. Here's Castano. They go on the high post to Luke Barnett. Oh, backdoor cut. Verna for two. What a beaut. That was hard to defend. I got to tell you, 12-point advantage once again. outside, and that's Green for 3. Nope, Green for none. Castano off the switch. They're going to look for a backdoor cut again, right? Davidson. Yeah, he traveled. A little bit of indecisiveness there for the big fella. They execute at such a high level. It's really good to see. We approach 8 minutes remaining in the game. 12-point lead. The jump pass goes out of bounds. That time, Noah George, his man was not ready on the wing for that jump pass. He was trying to get it outside to Nato, and Nato was not prepared for that one. Castano with the behind the back dribble. Now the double team in the backcourt. He's going to throw it. That pass is intercepted on this football Saturday. Here's Nato, drive inside. Three-pointer on the way, and that'll ring out for Pitt. And then a whistle underneath. Foul against Blake Davidson. Second personal. Lucas Tilcomb shooting 2. Didn't have a chance. See the second coming up. Davidson, it was Davidson's 5th foul, and he wanted to come out off the court. Said, I fouled out. Coach Gary McKnight, no, you get 6 fouls here. I think you get a dozen fouls, actually. I think they lost track of fouls yesterday. Second free throw was good. It's an 11-point advantage for Big Red. And we're going to get a timeout. We'll take a break as well. 7:35 remaining. And your score here from Henderson, Nevada, Coronado High School in the Border League, 61-50 Big Red. Don't forget, a lot of action coming your way this afternoon into this evening on League Ready here from the Border League, presented by the United States Marine Corps. First of 6 games. So just keep it glued here. We'll have a little break here in intermission. One game was moved around, and so they have a little break in the action between games here. But we'll be back in about an hour's time at the conclusion of this game and get things reset here at Coronado. Been some great crowds over the past couple of days as well. It's hard to find parking this afternoon in the lot. Oh, man falls down. That was George. He wanted the foul, now a travel. Every time you see Bella Vista start to even begin a run, and by a run I mean like a couple of baskets in a row, Big Red just counters very well. So here's the inbounds. Green to take it in. He looked for George, instead comes up top to Mo Silla. George. He went on the wing for Green, back to George. Shot clock down to 17, 2-man game, and that pull-up jumper by Green is good for 2. So they waited until Green had a little bit of an opening. Here's Henry. Henry, hesitation dribble, goes underneath on Silla. That shot is going to be rejected, and Silla, can he save it in? He does. Castano picks it up. He will gather it, and the baseline drive, that was a little bit wild in that sequence. Silla with a nice save and bounds, deep in the corner. Green for 3. Nope. Silla cleans, and a whistle underneath, and we'll get a foul. Actually, that was Green with the rebound. Green, and we'll get free throws coming up. Well, that was a pretty wild sequence, but we saw the athleticism there out of Mo Silla. So free throw here coming up. First one is good for Lucas Twacom. Castano comes out. Smith checks back in. Malloy Smith. And the second free throw is good. So here we go. Like I said, they score 4 in a row. Let's see if Big Red could counter. The lead is down to 7. They break the timeline with ease. Good execution. Here's Henry. Henry's got to be guarded by Silla. And Silla diving on the floor. Oh, and he's talking. Okay, separate him. Silla had some noise for chirping away at Henry right here in front of us. DeMarcus Henry's like, I'm a sophomore, okay? And you're going to the show, probably. So just lighten up a little bit. That shot is going to draw air. Silla wants to run. It's a 3-on-1 if they hurry. They tried to lob it up, and good defensive play underneath by Blake Davidson. So Davidson knocks the ball out of bounds on a 3-on-1. 7-point lead. Can they get it to 5? Silla up top off the inbound. Nato hesitation dribble, lays it up underneath. Actually tried to get it underneath to Silla, and the reverse shot no good on the baseline drive by Green, and breaking out of there is Mater Day. So they miss on the alley-oop. Green with the steal. Green to George. George underneath, high off the glass. No follow-up, and the bucket is good for Green. So it's down to a 5-point lead. So 6 unanswered in this game, and that shot, they're going to call a foul on Silla. Wow. Malloy Smith on the drive. Silla just smiles. He's like, I thought I had all ball, but 6'10", 240. Still has to go through that growth spurt. Holy smokes. So Malloy Smith will go to the free throw line. Misses the first. Well, now we have a little bit of a game here. Smith's second free throw. That's a knuckleball. Okay, there's no one in the lane from Big Red, and they call lane violation. The lane violation on Bella Vista. And that free throw. So the hat trick 0 for 3 for Malloy Smith. Still a 5-point advantage for Big Red. Deep in the corner, here's a three-pointer on the way, and that is no good by Neto. And the follow-up dunk. And that is Tucum with the follow-up. 61-58, suddenly a 3-point game. Bella Vista's turned up the heat. Refs have a whistle and a foul in the backcourt, and that's going to go against Rakeem Green. 61-58, 3-point lead, 5:17 to go. There's been some blowouts, but I've had last night's game, the one that I did last night was good, down to the wire, and this one hopefully will have that same sort of drama. There's Davidson, and a nice feed underneath, and it's not going down. The ball will not land as Davidson went up for the shot, and it just would not drop. So it comes back the other way to Bella Vista CIA. Here's George. George sees the lane. They have ISO, and that shot was rejected. Malloy Smith. Turnaround jumper is no good by Silla. Out of bounds, and it'll stay in the same direction. Castano comes back in. And he's going to replace Malloy Smith. They look for Silla on the inbounds. They don't throw it into him. There was a lot of traffic in the lane. Outside, it's Green. Nato with the basketball. Nato, pull up free throw line jumper, too hard. He'll the iron and off, whistle underneath. Well, that'll do it now for Blake Davidson. Gary McKnight did not like that call. And they're going to take their time getting a replacement in for Blake Davidson. And I'm with McKnight. Can you really foul out of one of these travel team games? Evan Willis will replace Blake Davidson, who departs with 6 fouls. Wide open Green. 3. Oh, it just rattles out. Still a follow-up 2. And it's a 1-point game. 4:28 to go. Here's Luke Barnett. Barnett, deep in the corner. Here's Owen Verna. Cannot get the ball to fall. He was hot before, not now. And there's a three-pointer by Luke Barnett with a quick release 3. Lead back up to 4. It's 64-60. Green had the ball. Green up top. Oh, nice pass. Turnaround jumper. That will not go down underneath for Tuacum. Again, he goes up. This time, yeah, he's hacked. He will go to the free throw line. Lucas Tuacum. Foul against DeMarcus Henry.
Very one-sided.
So Lucas Tuacum going to the line, 6'7", and a junior, class of 2026. There are some really good basketball players on the court for both teams. Exceptional. And Big Red suddenly cannot find the basket, and then they're getting called for every foul, every ticky-tack foul, I think, too, on the other end of the court. So Tuacum, that one rattles out. Needs this one to make it a one-possession game. If you need a basket, I would just go to Luke Barnett down the other end. They missed 2 free throws. Well, that's going to hurt. 3:45 to go in the game. Castano. Wing right, Henry. Henry. And before the shot, we've got a foul. That goes against Lucas Tuacum. It's on Tuacum, I should say. And reporting back in, Gian Pitt. And he'll replace Lucas Tuacum. Here's Barnett, quick release 3 on the way. No, this one does not fall. Offensive board for Henry. And a fresh 30 for Big Red. Inside, Castano ran out of room. Evan Willis had the ball. And there's a drive in the reverse attempt by Verna. Partially deflected in the lane by Silla. And we'll get a tripping call. So that's on Castano as he went down and really nothing else to do. Might have tripped up his man there. Second personal on Castano. And we're going to be shooting. It's free throw time with 3:10 to go. Aguinaldo Nato at the line, shooting 2. They've missed 2 straight, Bella Vista. That one's good. It's a one-possession game. Got to make these late free throws. And he misses. Offensive rebound, up and in! As Gian Pitt, he goes underneath the basket, comes down with the offensive glass, and now a steal off the inbound and the layup for 2 more. As Nato scores the basket, first lead of the afternoon. The other way, the missed tray. George. And we're going to get a timeout here for Bella Vista CIA with a 1-point lead. And we'll keep it right here. So that was quite a possession on the part of this Bella Vista CIA team, as they had the NATO follow-up off the steal and the lay-in, and that gave them this 1-point lead, and now possession of the basketball late in this contest. Again, the first of 6 games here in the Border League. And the slogan, show us, don't tell us. Sponsored by the U.S. Marine Corps, the few and the proud, the Border League. So 2:46 remaining. We'll have a ton of free throws here. I just enjoy listening to the coaches, and nearest to us here this afternoon is Gary McKnight. Just 2 victories away from tying the great Morgan Wooten. It's unbelievable, right? 1,272 wins, 140 losses. I just have over 1,000 more wins than losses. Imagine that. Here's Noah George, high dribble, 2-3 zone. They're going to try to extend him outside. Green, he gives it up. 10 on the shot clock. They better take a look at that. George, Green squares up. And that jumper off the heel of the iron. Offensive rebound again. Here's George for 3. Will not go down. Sella, offensive board, lay it up and in. Mo Sella. 3-point lead for Bella Vista CIA. They better get the ball in bounds here. Castano. Henry with the basketball. Keep in mind that Blake Davidson at 6'9", a really good passer and good presence underneath the boards, has fouled out of this game. Shot clock down to 15. Here's Verna. Verna left it off. The defense is getting tighter underneath Gaspar, and it drops. He spins it in. 1-point lead for Bella Vista. 1.5 minutes remaining here from Coronado High School. What an opener this afternoon. Glad that you're tuning in on League Ready. Nato, pull up 15-footer. That is long. And this time, Mo Sella cannot pull it down. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bella Vista CIA. Minute 17 to go. 1-point lead for Bella Vista. They break the token backcourt pressure. Here's Castano, who's gone quiet. Almost travels up top. Finally finds an outlet. Went to Barnett on the wing. And then the drive underneath. Oh, that shot is rejected, but a whistle and a foul on the drive. So they had to get that on Pitt. Pitt was the weak side defender right there. And Owen Verna at the free throw line. He'll shoot a pair, a chance to give his team the lead again. They led by as many as 12 in this contest, and late in the game, it's a late rush by Bella Vista. So we've got a tie at 67 apiece. Entertaining game. Verna's second free throw is also good. So smooth at the line. What pressure. 68-67 in favor of Big Red, otherwise known as Modern Day High School, the Monarchs from California. And here's Green in traffic, whistle, and a blocking foul. Well, he was inside the dot there in the restricted zone. So that foul will go against Gaspar, Lucas Gaspar. So back to free throws. 53 seconds remaining. 1-point lead for Big Red over Bella Vista. And at the free throw line, we've got Rokeem Green. Green will be shooting 2. A little slick there, and the players just working it out. We don't have anyone to mop this up. What's going on? Here we go. All right. the players kind of work it out right there with their sneakers. You heard all that screeching, perhaps, at home. So Green, class of 2026.
Block out. Watch the long rebound.
6-2, free throw, ties the game. So it is tied up, and free throws for Bella Vista have been some sort of an adventure today. Let's see if he can connect on 2 straight. And that is good. Seesaw battle, 69-68, Bella Vista CIA. Castano. He works on George, timeout. Timeout for Gary McKnight and Big Red. 43 seconds remaining. 21 seconds on the shot clock. We'll keep it right here. So we do have all sorts of action coming your way this afternoon through tonight. Five more games remaining. This is my second game, and they've both been down to the wire. Really good competitive games. So hopefully this will carry over for me and for everyone out there with this type of action on League Ready. The executive producer today is John Albaugh, produced by Josh Bennett on League Ready. Border League brought to you by the United States Marine Corps. So the next game was canceled there. They moved that game somewhere else, and they do have a couple of gyms here and back and forth. So many teams, so many great players, and 43 seconds to go here. 21 on the shot clock. Gaspar gets it in bounds. Verna, cross court to no one. Well, that was a dangerous skip pass, cross court, and it sailed over the head of Orlando Castano. So 39 seconds. Bella Vista, a 9-second shot clock differential. They break the pressure. They're going to kick it outside. Nato, yeah, you don't want to shoot yet. Back up top. And that is Sadler. Three-pointer on the way. Boy, that's going to be way short there by Nato, but offensive rebound. And a whistle and a foul by Henry. They needed to foul right there. So the foul will go against DeMarcus Henry. And Noah George will go to the free throw line. So George of the class of 2026, 6'4". And that one rolls around and roulette's home. So now they'll bring back in Mo Silla. So Silla, his team leading by 2 with 15 seconds remaining in this one. Could come down to a final shot. Second free throw is good by George. And now it's down to 13 seconds. Castano. It went outside. Barnett. That shot wild. Hill the rim. And somebody's got a foul, and they finally do. Owen Verna does. 3 seconds to go. Thought they rushed their shot there, Big Red. Unfortunately, there. It's been a really good day for Barnett, but late in this game, their shots were just not falling. Nito. Aguinaldo Nito at the line to seal the deal. 72-68. Good on the first. And the second one is no good. 2 seconds, one, and time will expire. So that'll do it. And the final score, Bella Vista rallies from 12 down to defeat Big Red. 72-68 was the final score. And that was a heck of a game. And we hope to have more contests just like this one for the remainder of the day. So we're going to have a little break in between games, as I mentioned earlier. And so our next broadcast will be at 4:30 this afternoon, Las Vegas time, 7:30 Eastern. And that will feature the Tribe of Southern California against Wasatch. That's St. John Bosco against Wasatch Academy from Utah. And we will see a lot of really good players in that game as well. So please stay tuned. So we're going to have a little bit of a break here. We appreciate everyone tuning in, and we'll be catching you here shortly. Coming up, again, local time, 4:30 and Eastern time, 7:30 p.m. tonight. Until then, I'm Tony Cardasco. We appreciate you tuning in to the Border League, brought to you and presented by the United States Marine Corps.